Yep. What's good, Bulls? Y'all already know what it is. That's a Good Jawn, the livest, realest, and most unfiltered podcast out of the 215. It's your boy Big Santana, and today we got to talk about some straight up legendary beef. We talking LeBron James versus Stephen A. Smith, the king versus the hot take machine.
Boy, ain't no way, boy. Boy, ain't no way, boy.
Bruh, picture this. LeBron James, mid-game, timeout, walks over to Stephen A. in front of Ari, Emanuel, and Larry David. You know, Larry David was probably sitting there like, pretty awkward. But nah, Bron ain't dap him up, ain't hit him with a keep my son's name out your move, just walked over and checked that man. And the wildest part, this whole thing got twisted like a Wawa pretzel.
James. I am pleading with LeBron James as a father. Stop this. Stop this. We all know that Bronny James is in the NBA because of his dad.
They made it sound like Bron was mad because Stephen A. criticized Bronny as a player. False. That ain't even the real beef. LeBron was mad because Stephen A. was questioning his fatherhood. Nah, see, that's different. You can talk hoops all day, but talking about a man as a father, that's a different level of disrespect. This is how it went down. Bronny had a bad game. Stephen A. got on TV town bout. LeBron, I'm begging you, put an end to this. First off, begging? You got the audacity to beg a grown man to stop his son from hooping? Wild. So Bron's agent calls Stephen A. and is like, yo, you out of pocket. And here's where it gets real Philly. This bull went on his podcast, put low-light clips of Bronny in the background, and clowned the whole situation. Bruh, now you just being petty. That's like roasting somebody while playing sad violin music behind them. It's corny. And then, when Bron finally sees him and steps up, Stephen A. played it cool in the moment, but then went on a media tour to talk about it.
As hell. He wants to see you man to man. I said, what would I have done? Rich Paul said, you'd have hung up the phone and you'd flew to LA. I said, thank you. So my point is, rather than come up to me at courtside, all you had to do was say, yo, I need you to stay. Don't leave this game. I need you to see you after the game. That's all he had to say to me. Then as we speak, he says that, let's take an example, he said what you just said.
Yeah.
I stand down. My bad. And not only that, I'm gonna make sure I go on the air. I ain't look at it that way. That's on me. You didn't do that shit. You said you fucking with my son. No, I wasn't. I was talking about you. I was talking about you. Wasn't about your son. I know he's number 55. I know he got work to do.
Whew.
I believe that he got potential.
Yeah.
I believe that he got the potential to go pro. I truly believe that. It's gonna be tough, but I think he could pull it off. And by the way, I'm rooting for him. I ain't rooting against nobody. But I was talking about your ass. You did this. You the one that had us as reporters, as a league, as an NBA franchise. All of us gotta sit back and be quiet and capitulate to your shit.
Come on now.
You did that. And so when I see people talking, and I'm like, oh my God, can somebody? I mean, I know I got a show, and I know I got my podcast, but I'm like, God damn, y'all, I'm fair. I don't give a fuck who it is. It's you, it's you, it's you. It don't matter who it is. Damn it, I'm just meeting you. If somebody unfair to you, I'm gonna be like, that's not fair. That's not fair. But when it come to me, everybody get crickets. That motherfucker Stephen A. on his own. That, respectfully, excuse my language, that's fucked up.
Look, there's a bigger convo here. Bronny's whole path to the league. Is it really his grind, or is this just LeBron flexing his power? Because let's be real, if Bronny's last name was Johnson and not James, would we be having this convo? Maybe not. And that's why some folks feel a way about how Bron is handling this. This is where it gets tricky. When do we say, aight, that's just a dad supporting his son, versus, yo, you might be doing too much? Like we've seen extreme examples before. Y'all remember Marv Marinovich? That bull was out here tying his son's right hand up so he'd become left-handed. That's wild. We ain't saying Bron is doing all that, but when you got your son's journey feeling like it's more about your legacy than his, people gon' talk. And I get it. Being Bronny ain't easy. You walk into any gym, and they already know who you are. The pressure, insane. And if he's not performing, people gon' say he don't belong. So is Bron helping or hurting? That's the real convo here. But let's be clear, Stephen A acting like he don't understand why Bron was mad is cap. He straight up used Bronny's struggles as a punchline while he was roasting his dad. That's some daytime talk show villain energy. You knew what you was doing, my guy. 8 Bulls, that's a good John for today. Tap in, drop a comment. Who y'all rocking with on this one? LeBron or Stephen A? And don't be a weirdo. Hit that like, subscribe, and run them numbers up. Till next time, stay solid and keep it a good John.
Boy, ain't no way. Boy, ain't no way.